Logarithms. Introduction. The value of logarithm is the fact that mathematical operations are greatly simplified by their use multiplication, because addition division becomes subtraction, raising to a power becomes multiplication, and extracting a root becomes division. In advanced mathematics, logarithms are used extensively, so simply complex operations. Electronic calculators have aided in the simplification. A logarithm is an exponent, even as 2 is the exponent of 5 in the expression 5 to the power 2. So is a logarithm an exponent of 10, which will raise 10 to a particular value in the expression 10 to the power 2 equals to 100. We say that 2 is the logarithm of 100 to the base 10, because 2 as an exponent of 10 will raise it to 100. Now, nature and characteristic of logarithms. It will be remembered from previous studies that when a number is raised to a particular power, the number is multiplied by itself as many times as the exponent indicates, in order to find the power. From this we see that certain values are obtained as a result of the multiplications. We know that x to the power 2 equals to x into x, and that y to the power 3 equals to y into y into y. We also find that a to the power 2 into a to the power 3 equals to a to the power 5, or a into a into a into a into a. This demonstration that the addition of exponents produces a multiplication. The foregoing term can be expressed as a to the power in bracket 2 plus 3 equals to a to the power 5. Since the common logarithms with which we are working are computed to the base 10, we shall examine the principal points of such logarithms. The logarithms of 10 is 1, because 10 to the power 1 equals to 10. The logarithm of 100 is 2, because 10 to the power 2 equals to 100. The logarithm of 1000 is 3, because 10 to the power 3 equals to 1000. The logarithm of 10,000 is 4, because 10 to the power 4 equals to 10,000. From the foregoing, we can easily see that a logarithm is an exponent of 10, which will raise it to a certain value. We also note that the logarithm of any number between 10 and 100 must have a value between 1 and 2. The logarithm of any number between 100 and 1000 must have value of between 2 and 3, etc. It is further seen that the only numbers whose logarithms are whole numbers are power of 10. Logarithm have two parts, the characteristic and the mantissa. The characteristic is the whole number part of the logarithm, and the mantissa is the fractional part. For example, in a table of logarithm, we find that the logarithm is of 75 is 1.87506. The numeral is the characteristic, and the decimal 0.87506 is the mantissa. In table of logarithms, the characteristics are not commonly given, hence it is necessary to determine their value by rule. The logarithm has a characteristic 1 less than the number of digits to the left of the decimal point. For example, 2.55232 is the logarithm of 356.72. Since there are 3 figures to the left of the decimal in the number, the logarithm will have the characteristic of 2. The mantissa is the same as long as the significant figures remains 35672, regardless of the position of the decimal point. As a further illustration, the logarithm of 4.5678 is 0.65971. The logarithm of 45.678 is 165.971. The logarithm of 456.78 is 2.6571. 2.65971. The logarithm of 4567.8 is 3.65971. The logarithm of 45678 is 4.65971. For number of less than 1, the logarithm must become negative. In order to simplify the use of logarithm, we must keep the mantissa positive, and so we make the characteristic sufficiently negative to give the complete term the correct value. For example, the logarithm of 0.05642 is 2 to the power bar 0.75143. Observe that the negative sign is over the characteristic and the mantissa is still positive. The same logarithm value may be expressed as 8.75143 minus 10. In this case, we have added the subtracted 10 from the original logarithm. The following will illustrate the nature of logarithm for decimal numbers. Log 0.5 equals to 1 to the power bar 0.69897. Log 0.05 equals to 2 to the power bar 0.69897. Now log 0.005 equals to 3 to the power bar 0.69897. Log 0.0005 equals to 4 to the power bar 0.69897. A table of common logarithm is given in the back of this of any book which gives the study of logarithm. To determine the logarithm of a number, we locate the first three significant figures of the number in the column at the left of the table. The fourth number is then located as at the top of the page over a particular column of a figure. If there is a fifth figure in the number, we must find the logarithm by interpolation. We first select the row of figures in the line with the first three significant figures of our number. Then we move over to the column headed by the fourth figures of the number. If there is a fifth number, we determine the difference in the mantissa of the column headed by the fourth significant figure and the next column. We then add the proportion of this difference that is approximately equal to the proportion of the fifth figure of our number to 10. To demonstrate the use of logarithm table, suppose we wish to find the logarithm of 285.36. In the table, we locate the row of numbers opposite 285. We then select the column headed by our fourth digit, which is 3. Here we find the mantissa 45530. Since we have a fifth digit 6, we must interpolate to find the correct mantissa. In the fourth column opposite 285, we find the mantissa 45545, which is 15 units higher than the mantissa in the 3 column. The fifth digit in our number is 6. As we take 6 upon 10 of 15 to add the mantissa in column 3. This gives us 45530 plus 9 or 45539 as the correct mantissa. Since there are 3 places to the left of the decimal in our number, the correct characteristic is 2 and the complete logarithm of the number is 285.36 is 2.45539. Expression and the use of logarithm. In the use of logarithm, it is important to understand the proper method for expressing the logarithm terms. For example, when we wish to show that a certain number is the logarithm of another number, we write log capital X equals to small x or log capital Y equals to small y. If we wish to show the logarithm of 25, we write log 25 equals to 1.39794. Since we are using the base 10, the foregoing expression means then 10 to the power small x equals to capital X or comma 10 to the power y equals to capital Y and 10 to the power 1.397 line 4 equals to 25. As stated previously, we wish to multiply by means of logarithms. We add the logarithms and then find the number corresponding to the combined logarithms. The use of logarithms in multiplication is shown in the expression log x into y. That is, these are small x and small y equals to log x, log small x plus log small y. Assume that we wish to multiply 3467 by 248. First we find the logarithm of 3467 and 248. Then log 3467 equals to 3.53995. Log 248 equals to 2.39445. Now we have to add this, and adding we get 5.93440. To find the product from the logarithm, we examine the logarithm tables and find the nearest logarithm we can to 93440. The number corresponding to this logarithm is 8598. Since the characteristic of the logarithm is 5, the product must have 6 places to the left of the decimal point. Our product then becomes 859800. If we multiply the number 3467 and 348 in the usual manner, the product will be 8559816. We see then that the answer obtained by logarithm is not completely accurate. It is, however, as accurate as can be obtained with the 5 places tables, and the degree of accuracy is sufficient for most problems. The name applied to the number corresponding to a particular logarithm is anti-logarithm. Hence, if log 38 equals to 2.57978, then anti-log 2.57978 equals to 38. To divide numbers by means of logarithm, we subtract logarithms. This use is shown by the expression log small x to the power log small x divided by small y equals to log x minus log y. Assume that we wish to divide 3060 by 36. Log 3060 equals to 3.48572. Now log 36 equals to 1.55630. Now subtracting, we get 1.92942. Antilog of 192942 equals to 85, the correct quotient. To raise a number to a given power, we multiply the logarithm of the number by the exponent. This is shown by the expression log x to the power 3 equals to 3 log x. Assume that we wish to find the value of 28 to the power 3. Log 28 equals to 1.44716. Log 28 to the power 3 equals to 3 into 1.44716, which equals to 4.34148. And antilog 4.34148 equals to 21.952, the required power. To extract a root of a number, we divide the logarithm of the number by the index of the root. This is shown by the expression log cube root of x equals to log x divided by 3. Here x is small. Assume that we wish to extract the cube root of 79.507. Log 79.507 equals to 4.90040. Log cube root of 79.507 log cube of 79.507 equals to 4.90040 divided by 3, which equals to 1.63347. Now antilog of 1.63347 equals to 43, the required root. In working with number of less than 1, it is important that we observe carefully the two parts of the logarithm. The characteristic is negative and the mantissa is positive. Hence, it is necessary to make sure that the logarithm value is correct. To do this, the characteristic and mantissa must be computed separately and then combined. Assume that we wish to extract the square root of 0.25. Log 0.25 equals to 1 over 8 bar 0.39794. We must divide the logarithm by 2. And when we do this, we find that the negative characteristic becomes minus 0.5 and the positive mantissa becomes 0.19897. The characteristic must be a whole number, and so we add minus 0.5 to it to obtain a minus 1. In order to keep the value of the complete logarithm equal to minus 0.5 plus 19897, we must add 0.5 to the mantissa. We then obtain a mantissa of 0.69897. The manipulation may be more clearly shown thus: minus 0.5 plus 0.19897 under it minus 0.5 plus 0.5. We get minus 1 plus 0.69897 or 1 over it a bar 0.69897. That is antilog of 1 over bar 0.69897 equals to 0.5, the square root of 0.25. In problems of multiplication or division with decimals, it is also necessary to compute the characteristics and mantissa as a separate quantities, keeping in mind the negative and positive values. Assume that we wish to multiply 0.035 by 536. Log 0.35 equals to 2 over bar 0.54407. Now log 536 equals to 2.72916. On adding we get 1.27323. So antilog of 1.27323 equals to 18.76. Note in the foregoing computation that when the positive mantissa were added, a whole number 1 was carried over the characteristic. Thus the value is the characteristic are minus 2, plus 2 and plus 1. These added give plus 1 as the characteristic. Now co-logarithms. When using logarithm for division, it is usually more convenient to employ a co-logarithm for the divisor. If the dividend is multiplied by the reciprocal of the divisor, the quotient will be obtained as easily as the normal division process. It is obvious that 24 divided by 2 equals to 24 into half. The co-logarithm of a number is the logarithm of the number reciprocal. It will be remembered that the reciprocal of a number is 1 divided by the number, or the reciprocal of small x is 1 divided by small x. It follows then that if we subtract the logarithm of the number from the logarithm of 1, we will obtain the logarithm of the reciprocal of the number. Since the logarithm of 1 is 0, we will subtract the logarithm of the number from 10 and then subtract 10 from the result. Assume that we wish to find the co-logarithm of 56. Log 56 equals to 1.74819. Then 10.00000 minus 10. Log 56 equal to 1.74819. Or co-log 56 equals to 8.25181 minus 0. On subtracting, we see this. The foregoing process is quite simple because we start at the left and subtract each digit of the logarithm from 9 until we come to the right hand digit. This digit is subtracted from 10. With a little practice, the co-logarithm may be obtained directly from the log tables by doing the conversion as the number is written down. The following example illustrates the use of the co-logarithm in solving a division problem. Now divide 6308 by 83. Log 6308 equals to 3.79989. Co-log of 83 equals to 8.08092 minus 10. Now on adding we see 11.88081 minus 10 or 1.88081, and then anti-log of 1.88081 is equal to 76. Now we have to solve 236 into 3546 into 0.028 divided by 24 into 2310. Log 236 equals to 2.37291. Log 3546 equal to 3.54974. Log 0.028 equals to 2.44716. Co-log 24 equals to 8.61979 minus 10. Co-log 2310 equals to 6.63639 minus 10. On adding all this, we get 19.62599 minus 20 equals to 1 over bar 0.625999. Anti-log 1 to our bar 0.625999 equals to 0.422666. Now there are some practice problems which we have to go through.